Well, Ruben Amorim Ruben Amorim days at Manchester United are numbered. This is what you're obviously getting in through from a United correspondent in here, and we are here to bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. He's a correspondent for Manchester United at Mirror Football, and he goes by names of Disco Mirror, who went ahead and broke this story. And I tell you what, this is exactly what is happening at Manchester United. The manager's job is in danger, in total danger, and you will know why. It's really in total danger. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and let's get straight into this Ruben Amorim story as you go into the lower right bottom corner and subscribe. After subscribing, hit the notification bell. Now, Disco Mirror has told us that Amorim has roughly 3 matches to turn things around and keep his role as a Manchester United head coach. The club is already eyeing 5 possible successors: Oliver Glasner, Gareth Southgate, Marco Silva, Andoni Iraola, and Mauricio Pochettino. Now, the side of Manchester United is obviously being patient. And when I make a statement of being patient, it's not about the Glazers, it's all about Ineos. Ineos sacked Erik ten Hag just 3 months of them starting working together when they had renewed his contract. You understand? I don't count the other seasons because that was Glazers, you know? But they really signed a new contract in Ibiza, you know that very well, and that was around July. Now, July, August, September, October, 3-4 months, you know, because he was sacked towards the end of October after losing to West Ham by 2-1 in a game where United dominated everything, but the only left undone thing was to obviously put the ball behind the net. That is the club of Manchester United for you. So when I tell you that they are really patient with Ruben Amorim, I really mean it, because for Ruben Amorim, he came in here in November, you know, he was given a honeymoon from November to May. And then he started a preseason. And now, see what he's obviously putting up on the field of play. You know, the results are not giving, but I'm one of those who don't really support the sacking of Ruben Amorim because, as I've always gone ahead to explain to you, that it's always the fools who repeat history. History doesn't repeat itself, but the fools repeat history, especially the bad history. For Manchester United, what we've known about it is sacking its managers, you know? And they haven't obviously gone ahead to give a manager a chance to spend here 4 seasons, 5, you know? And when you look at a manager like Erik ten Hag, we were playing some good football, you know? But we obviously found ourselves in a position of not really getting the best of the best, you know, in as far as scoring goals is concerned. But we are really creating chances and we are not obviously scoring. And the same thing with Ruben Amorim, that the team is creating chances and the play is really good, though he still has some other issues to obviously settle, like fielding Kobe Mainoo and playing Bruno in his best position. But I think the rest of the things are really great. I'm not one of those who believe that the system should change, blah, 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 blah. But he should obviously plot players in their best positions in there for you. Because for Kobe Mainoo, he's a special talent. And there is no team that cannot field Kobe Mainoo. Name any club in the world where Kobe Mainoo doesn't start. You know, every manager would love to have a player like Kobe Mainoo in his midfield. And it's only at Manchester United where a player that is wanted by every manager in the world, he doesn't get into the starting 11 of Manchester United. And that is my problem with Ruben Amorim, by the way. That is really one of my hugest problems with him. You understand? And not obviously seeing a guy known as... A moment, guys. All right. So I've been obviously trying to really give you something, but I really got an emergency call. It really had to talk to the guy. It was really emergent. So I'm like, Manchester United doesn't need to do what they want to do. Let them keep they should keep the manager, because I don't want us to go back to square one. I don't want, not really. Oliver Glasner is a good manager, but you need to get him players. Gareth Southgate is a good manager, but you need to get him the players that he wants. Marco Silva, Anthony Iraola, and this other guy called Mauricio Pochettino. So for me, I don't second the sacking of the manager. We need to keep this guy. Let's try to do something that we haven't gone ahead to do before. That is it. But even the manager has to really find himself playing players in their proper positions. Kobe Mainoo should be in that midfield against Chelsea. Let Bruno Fernandes be played as a number 10. You understand? That is it. Now, for the next 3 games that you're obviously going to be playing, you really know them, and they are as follows. There is the game of Chelsea, Brentford, and Sunderland. And I tell you, all those 3 games are really hard. That is it. They are really hard for the club of Manchester United to come and execute and see how things obviously going to be happening in there. So all I want to let you know is that the manager has been given an ultimatum of the next 3 games. If he doesn't really, I'm coming. A minute. Let him sit in the sitting room. I'm coming. So he has been given an ultimatum of 3 games, and that is Chelsea on Sunday. Then Brentford and a team known as and the other team known as, what's the other team? It's known as, there is Brentford, Sunderland, and Chelsea. Obviously, will he still be the manager of Manchester United by the end of these 3 games? We'll wait to see whether Ruben Amorim will obviously survive. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And let's obviously continue to subscribe, and I want to see what your thoughts are about this manager. As I really stood with Erik ten Hag, and I never wanted Erik ten Hag to be sacked, I come here to see to it that I defend this manager, but he should play players in their perfect positions in there. System change, not the problem, but the problem is field Kobe Mainoo in that double pivot, play Bruno Fernandes as a number 10, and see how United won't really get in those points. We out.